Oh, there we go.
Hey, how are you?
I am okay. How about you?
I'm okay too. I can't complain about nothing. Where are you at in the world?
Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Oh, so you're in Canada now. I thought were your kids here in the States or another part of Canada?
They were in another part of Canada. They were in West Kelowna, British
Okay.
Columbia.
Oh,
And
okay.
then we spend our winters, well, not the whole thing, but part of our winters in Mexico.
Oh, what part of Mexico?
We like Puerto Vallarta.
Okay.
It's a good place to land,
Yeah,
and
it
then we
is.
go from there. And then we
Oh,
go
okay.
from there. So usually we stay in Puerto Vallarta for at least 2 or 3 weeks. Last year we went up to oh God, we started in La Penita.
Mm-hmm.
So we went up past Puerto Vallarta, past Bucereres, past Sayulita, up to yeah, La Penita, spent a few days there, and then went down to Loda Marcos and spent a few days there.
Now, are
And
you driving
then
to these different locations? Because I'm in Mexico.
Uber,
You,
Uber.
you're Ubering, really? Are they relatively close or no?
No. And so with those ones, you can get an Uber up, like they will take you there, but then there ain't no more Ubers on the way back. So then you have to start getting creative. So you can
All
always
right, well
find a
then you lost
taxi.
me right. You lost me right there. I'm not creative. I'm convenient. I can't do it. I know we were in the Vatican and we had caught the train there. We got to Italy. We caught the train. We had such an exciting time, and we were walking with this gentleman, and he was from Africa. Girl, I'm telling you, he took leaps and steps like a giraffe. His leg span was so long, I was exhausted. We got there. Uh, Ma'am, would you like to walk back? I said, oh, no, taxi. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. So I want to welcome you back to the edge, Nancy Nance. Are you still going by Nancy Nance?
I am still going by Nancy Nance. Yes, I
Nancy
am.
Nance, brain, she is returning back to us on the edge. I think it's been, what, 4 years, right?
It has been, and yet it doesn't really feel that long.
I
So,
know.
so it was before I wrote my memoir.
Yeah. Yeah. It was because
Wow.
we were talking a little bit about the writing process and all that. Brains, she's back here on the edge, the place where the conversation is pointed, the guests are sharp, and the responses are never dull. We're going to talk about Nancy Nance's release of her next book, her literary project.
Well,
But
just like, what do you mean next book? We haven't even talked about the first book, but yes, we will talk about the next one and the first one and all
well,
of that.
okay,
I'm in a little bit of a space of awe. I had forgotten that we hadn't spoken in that long.
I know, and that's just not fair. We just have to, get on Zoom and get together. So tell my
Yeah.
brains, refresh my brain's memory a little bit about you so that they
Oh
know where we're
gosh.
coming from, and then we're going to catapult to where you are now.
Oh, I'm a transformational coach who is also an author, and a podcast host and a podcast director too. So, as a transformational coach, it's that amazing opportunity to work with people and help them identify what's going wrong in their life, right? I don't do toxic positivity. I refuse to do toxic positivity. There is always
What is
something
that?
that you
Define
can
that.
improve upon.
Toxic,
To-
toxic
Toxic,
positivity.
toxic positivity. Oh, everything's going to be okay. All you have to do is have some gratitude,
Oh, okay. That's a different
right?
language.
All you have to do is imagine the world in a better place. And when you're going through excruciating pain, whether that's physical or emotional, you can't just gratitude yourself better. If
Right,
you are constipated, you
right,
can't gratitude yourself back,
right.
right?
You got to move those
It's just not
bowels.
possible. So once you got to move those bowels and then figure out ways to ensure that the bowels keep moving,
Right, right,
right?
right, right.
We
What an
go so
analogy.
fast, boom, 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 boom. And then all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden you're like, how did I end up here? I've got
Absolutely.
adrenal fatigue. And when you look back on the truth of your life, what traumas have you gone through in a year? Then go back further to 3, 5, 10, 15,
Right,
and you're wondering why the loss of a job is what brought you to your knees?
right, right.
Well, it was
It was
potentially
just a
more than the
crowning
loss of a
moment.
job.
It was just a crowning moment. It had been built up. It had been built up for a while. How'd you find yourself in that space,
Yeah,
Nancy?
yeah. Oh, I found myself in that space after recovering from the loss of a child. Emily, when she was 10 years old, was on a sea-doo with her brother, and a boat swerved and hit them. Um, it was like it was the worst possible thing that a parent can ever imagine, and that imagining came into reality.
Mm.
And then I'd spent the next little while just wrestling with the truth of my own mind and my own thought. I really wished it was my husband instead.
Ouch. Mm.
Well, and I mean, who says that? Who thinks that?
But
And I
you know
was
what?
unhappily
A
married
real
with
person,
children.
a real person, because people
Yep.
don't talk. They don't talk about that. Changing the subject just a little bit, but kind of in the same way. My brother goes, "Did you know that some bitch is laying over there in the casket? Why does everybody have to say something nice about him? He wasn't nice. You have to tell the truth." My mother would say, "Tell the truth and shame the devil." Now, no, we don't want something bad to happen to your husband, but what I don't understand, was he with your daughter?
No, he wasn't with my daughter. He was in a boat with a friend of his. He had nothing to do with the incident. He wasn't with her. My son was on the Sea-Doo with his
Mm.
sister. And Jarrett, gosh, his shoulder was just torn open. There was shrapnel from the boat in his shoulder. His knee was smashed. His spine was twisted 13, 15 degrees, and he had repetitive language. So he kept on saying, I killed my baby sister. I killed my baby sister. And the first words that my ex-husband said to him were, you killed your baby sister.
Mm.
So
Wow.
it it was multi-layered trauma. It wasn't
Yeah.
just the loss of a
No,
child.
no. And
It was
still,
the realization that the man, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I was in a domestic violence relationship for over 20 years, and I did the old, oh no, it's okay. It's okay. Do you want a cookie? I smiled. I kept on going. So it it's so much more than that that led to that. And so when I help people nurture themselves back, sometimes we don't really realize how far down the rabbit hole we've gone,
right, right, right,
right? Like sometimes, like, yeah, it's not just a little bit of anxiety.
right,
If you
right,
are
right,
terrified,
right,
right? We
right.
we minimize things because we don't want to upset other people. Well, that just doesn't work.
Yeah. That's not real world reality, because everything is so polarized. Everybody is on angst. They just don't know what's going on there. Not even polite, Nancy. And that burns me up.
Oh, I know. I know. It's we've gotten into a world where we can swipe left, swipe right, and then all of a sudden we can become couch commenters on
Right, right,
screen
right,
channels.
right, right, right.
I
Gotta have
mean,
that
a lot of
keyboard
things,
courage.
right? Like a lot of things that are said. Yeah, that's it. Keyboard courage. You wouldn't say that to a person if you were in the room,
No,
especially the right person. They might
absolutely.
body slam you down with a left hook,
What?
right?
So let's
Yeah.
move forward to the book. Tell us all about that. Let's start with a little bit of the premise. What is the book about? Um, and Brain, she's got it in audio. And I'm telling you, she reads it herself. I didn't want to. Spoiler alert. Was I supposed
Yeah,
to spoil
that's the beauty of it. That,
that?
that's that was a dream come true for me. So Choose Joy, a survivor's guide for hope, tells the story
You
of
have the
the
book there
woman,
with you?
me. I do. I know I do because I grabbed it. There it is right beside me. I'm looking all over the place for it.
Yeah,
It's real pretty too, isn't it?
that is very pretty. Did you pick that?
It really is.
Well, I mean,
My
if you look, of
publisher
course you
did.
did, but
Yeah, my publisher and I worked on it together. So three images of me and then images on the back of Emily.
oh,
Yeah.
okay,
I
all
mean,
right.
to know Emily was to know somebody who laughed and joked. She could light up a room with her smile. She was so happy. She was looking forward to going into grade 5. Everything in her life was wonderful, everything. And then it was gone. It was absolutely gone. Like the plug was pulled on her life and she was gone. So
But we
the
all signed,
story
and I
of,
don't mean to make light of it, not at all, because I couldn't even imagine losing a child. But we all sign a soul contract, and you know that as a transformationalist,
yes,
and that
yes,
everybody's time is not the same. You get some
absolutely.
people that are don't even make it to the planet; they die in you.
Oh,
You got people that
they
are
die
100
in
years
utero.
old, right?
Yep,
They could be 100
yep,
years old. But what we have to understand is that this is a part of a process. We're all organic. We're all going to expire.
absolutely.
It's devastating when it is your child and they're just, no sign, no sickness, nothing like that. It's a different, all grief is bad, you know.
Oh, all grief is all grief,
But
whether it's the loss of a child, loss of a job, the loss of a relationship. When life spins you upside down, it's hard. And then people say things like, "Oh, I'm sorry for your loss.
but we don't
Sorry
know
you
what to
lost your job."
say, Nancy. We don't know what to say. What do we do?
Well, then
And
you
then,
get
and then we
that.
get, but then we get, ridiculed and cut down because we're trying to be empathetic and compassionate. What do we do?
Then
We're
what you
caught
do
between
is
a
you
hard
actually
place.
do something. You do something. What you do is you look around your home and you see what can I possibly make to give this person. Make pork chops and potatoes and a blanket and take it to them. If they're not home, leave it on their doorstep. Say on social media, sending you love, sending prayers, sending courage, sending strength. And don't just do it one time.
Right.
It's like on the oh shit, what's it called? Tinder, you know, if people are
No,
looking
I
for that
don't
one
Tinder.
hit sex thing. I don't
I
do
don't
Tinder
Tinder.
either. I'm now happily married, happily remarried. Big disclaimer. And we're looking for that immediate
Right.
gratification. Part of what I do when I teach people how to nurture is I teach people how to make soaps.
Hmm.
And I do that to teach them the science behind things, how to take two things that are seemingly very different, add ingredients, you put them together, and magically you create soap. I teach people how to journal and do proprioceptic, I said that right, writing. I
Mhm.
teach people how to nurture themselves and love themselves so they're not looking outside of themselves. And then they can reconnect with that, which is also reconnecting with divinity,
Mhm. Right.
spirit, God,
Okay.
source.
I got you. I
And
got
then
you.
you
But
and then you restore your life so that you can have more moments of belief that something that you're creating something wonderful, right? We've all got dreams.
but
Without a dream, what have you
no,
got?
no, I get you. I get you. But that's hard for someone to, not everybody, because you've been able to do it, but to encapsulate that. That's a full container. That's a lot of,
Oh, that's a full container. That's why we begin with identifying what it is and learning how to breathe through the moment.
absolutely.
When
So
you
where
when
did
you
you?
lose a child,
No,
when
no.
you lose a child, a husband, or anything else, fuck, you can't even breathe. Like
Right.
you get those panic attacks, you don't know what to do. When your checkbook says zero, for those of you who have a checkbook,
Uh, don't
right?
date yourself. Do not date yourself. So tell us a little more
What was your
about
question, love?
Joy. Tell us a little more about the book.
Well, what I'll do is I'll read you a couple chapters, not
Okay.
chapters, just the chapter title,
Okay.
just the chapter titles, because it really does give you. So chapter one says never ever again. Chapter two, Raiders lose, Buccaneers win. That's when my ex-husband gambled a tremendous amount of money on a football game. And he did progressive betting. So first quarter, second quarter, over, under. He just kept on amping up, amping up, amping up till he lost so much money that we lost our home.
Wow.
And we're talking like $1.2 million, $800,000 home. It was 5,000 square feet. Like, holy shitballs, that's not normal. That's not normal. Tales of a Battered Beauty, Nose Candy, Daddy's Dirty Little Secret. So you can, what the story does, or the memoir does, is it shows the truth of how a woman, me, can become so comfortable in a relationship and do what she can to keep the wheels going. I had two biological children, two biological sons, two stepsons, and a daughter. If I left the relationship, I left two sons behind because I didn't have any legal right to them. We all have these complicated lives. It's not just, well, why didn't you go to a women's shelter?
Mm.
It's
She's eating
more
us
than
up,
that. And
Brains,
instead of
because we
judgment, we
don't.
need
She's eating us
compassion.
up because you know what? You got me caught all up in that too. Because I would say, "What can I do for you?" Or uh, "Let me pray for you." We may not be
But
praying
nobody
to the
knew.
same God, yeah,
Nobody knew.
no, of the same God of understanding or wisdom,
Nobody knew.
and
I, yep, nobody knew. I didn't tell
it kept
anybody.
it. But then all of a sudden, it erupted. What was your breaking point? What's
Yeah.
the vantage point that you said enough? I'm out.
The breaking point for me was when I was looking at how was I going to still have joy in my life. Emily's middle name is Joy, Emily Joy. So how was I still going to have any form of joy in my life? How was I going to rebuild my life? What am I going to do now? I'm so broken. And her dad went on to continue to live his life as it was. Whiskey, boat rides, party. We're going to celebrate Emily. And I'm like, this isn't working. This isn't working. And so I would be in Edmonton. He would be in Kelowna for, weeks and months on end. And then he came home and said, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. And all I could think of was no shit, Sherlock, right? Like I feel the same way. And he was leaving. And then I found out later that he'd already been with the other woman for a long time. It wasn't just when Em passed away. It was months and months and months before, as well as, copious amounts of other women. But I pretended, no, not my guy. He can do everything wrong, but he still loves me.
Well,
I needed that
again,
freedom
the
bullshit to
thing of
hold
it
on
is you
to.
needed that support, you needed that anchor. You had that expectation that we have
Yeah.
this child, but expectations are the biggest disappointment because you don't know how people are going to show up. And when they show up, they show out. And then you really see who
Yes.
they are. Okay, so now you rise up to greet this new Nancy Nance. And this now woman is walking on fire. And she is confident and she is comfortable to a
Hmm.
degree with herself, still at a deep loss because I can still hear it in your heart. You'll never get over the loss of your child. But I also
Nope.
hear, can I say this in all honesty? Because we girls. I also hear a lot of disdain still for the ex and the ex-father. Have you
Oh,
completely no, really, really, because I'm a
yep,
third
yep.
party listening here. Have you really settled with that? Not
Mhm.
gotten over. I don't expect for you to get over, get under, get
Yeah.
with, but I can still hear some vitriol in there.
Oh, most definitely. And when you read the second one, the one that's coming out
Oh shoot.
in October, Choose Joy, The Fighter Within, you
Mm.
have more understanding of that because um just I don't want to what do they call it when you ruin the ending? Um
Spoiler alert.
he passed away. Spoiler alert. Thank you. Spoiler alert. He passed away. He passed away just recently, 6 months ago, and now we're working through the mess of the financial situation that he left behind, and the many multiple layers of forgiveness. And you're right. You don't forget. You do forgive. I understand that the man who caused so much
Forgive.
angst in my
People tell,
life.
I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt, but I don't go with that narrative. I don't forgive your behind.
Oh no, no. I forgive myself for being in a relationship with him for so long. I forgive myself for believing that I could fix him all pretty. He was messed up from the time he was, oh gosh, a teenager. And I
So
knew
what
that
drew
there
you
were
to
red
him?
flags.
What drew you? What
Mhm.
drew you to him?
Oh, I thought he was generous and kind and giving.
He could put the smack down.
Well, he was sponsoring the baseball team that I was a part of.
Okay.
People laughed when he was around.
No, I
Um,
asked. I said, did he put the smack down? And I mean,
oh,
was he good intimately? Because you know what? I'm telling you, sex is such a powerful influencer, manipulator.
yeah.
It just, you just get there and you just trance and teleport into a whole new reality that is not a reality. And brains, you have to get under the understanding that the orgasm and the sex is in the mind, and that person that you're with could be anybody at any given time. So
The
don't
answer to that,
don't
no,
get
no,
caught
he
with
was
that.
terrible. He
But
was
what?
he was not good in
Oh,
bed.
all right, so
He
he
was not
wasn't
good in
good in
bed.
bed. What?
I became pregnant shortly
Oh,
into our relationship.
okay.
Yeah. So there was that one. I chose to keep the child.
Good
I
on you.
chose to to stay in the relation. Actually, I left when I was pregnant because he's like, I didn't sign up for this. And I'm like, fuck, I didn't sign up for this.
Right.
And then I went back to the relationship. I was helping him take care of one of his other children. And then I just stayed. Like yeah, there's so many layers to a story, right?
I know,
I
but
love the
everything
life
was
I
in good
have.
intent. Yeah, it was good intention. Okay, so with all of that
Yeah.
brewing in the background, how did you settle into this new relationship, this new love with this new husband? How did you even find that? If your emotions are shaded,
Yeah.
you've been hurt, you've been victimized, how do you even let someone come close to you again to trust?
Well, I worked on myself first because I knew that if I didn't change me, I was just going to go into another relationship with another man that I was looking to fix. We grow together as a couple. Don't I do know that, but I wanted to heal from the betrayal, heal from the abandonment, heal from the grief. I mean, gosh, I became a certified yoga teacher. I learned yoga, I practiced yoga, then I became a teacher. Spiritual response therapy, which is a pendulum and charts, Bach flower essences, essential oil specialist. Gosh, I've got so many certifications on my wall.
Right,
Everything that I did for me that worked well, I wanted to learn more so I could help my family, help my friends, help the people that came to me and said, "How the hell are you doing this?"
right, right, right.
There's so many layers and levels, and learn to have honest communications, learn to have boundaries and tolerations. Words I never even understood. I'm like, what's a boundary? I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know about like
You
a
still didn't
fence,
tell me
but
how you
like
you know how you found your new prince. I mean, he just came riding up on a white horse and said, "Come here, darling."
on a horse. We met online. We met online.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we met online and then we finally got past the texting conversation, met in person, and we were meeting at the dog park, and I was bringing my son's dog because she was a great judge of character.
Mm.
And like if she didn't like you, you knew it. Like she was the ultimate guard dog. And I got out of my vehicle with my coffee and his tea in hand because I'd asked him what he wanted to drink. And she dragged me across the dog park and stopped right at his feet. It was the middle of winter, through the snow, stopped right at his feet. There were other people there. She could have gone to anybody.
Mm.
So he helped me up and we walked for a couple hours.
Oh,
Like
wow.
when you're doing online dating, you don't walk for a couple hours unless there's
No.
some interest.
Right, right.
Otherwise, you're like, oh, look, oh my gosh, I gotta go.
And so now, how long was it? How was, excuse me, how long was the courtship?
Oh my gosh. We dated for probably 8, 9 months before I moved in with him. No, he moved in with me. He sold his house, moved in with me. It was a good year and a bit. We didn't jump into it because I didn't go to online dating looking to have a live-in relationship with a man. I just wanted to have a someone I could go to the movies with,
Right.
maybe someone that I could go for a walk in the park,
Wanted your one eight hundred
dinner
dollar
and
freak.
movies, couple drinks. Yeah, right? Yeah, like I wasn't looking for anyone to take care of me. I
Right,
wasn't
right.
looking for, and then we didn't get married um for well, we got married 2 years ago. And Emily died in 2011. So I mean, we're talking 10 years
Okay.
before we got married. Yeah,
And
so
so fast forward us to your new book. What do we have to look forward to in October?
ooh, without Choose Joy, the Fighter Within. It's 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 a Oh, so many people that read Choose Joy, A Survivor's Guide for Hope, like, oh my God, I was crying. Like how I can't, like, I don't, is it as heavy? And it's not as heavy. I speak much more about the continued layers of my healing. I talk about the Brazilian plant medicine that I have been taking. I talk about
Okay,
healing
so
with
have you
forests,
or ayahuasca?
ayahuasca, yes,
Ayahuasca.
yes,
All right. Okay. All right. All right. You said
and
I have.
more.
You said I really.
And more.
Why is
Ayahuasca
that?
wasn't my first.
Okay,
I
but
did,
why is that that the plant medicine, and she's not talking weed brains.
no, no.
How has
You
that
know what?
how has that raised your frequency to its highest and greatest good? Um, by
Oh
using
my. I see the world differently. When I took the first, which was called Sananga, which are eye drops that burn like 1,000 chili peppers in your eyes. Like it's like
what?
taking hot sauce and pouring it in your eyes. It burns. You're with a facilitator. Like I don't do this stuff alone. You're with a facilitator and it helps clear the inner vision and the outer vision. Like when I finally, like my eyes were pouring tears, pouring tears. It only lasts about 2 to 3 minutes. You can endure 2 to 3 minutes. Then when I opened up my eyes, everything was so much more clear. I
Really?
still need to wear my glasses. Everything was so much more clear and a clarity of of my inner vision. And then I did what's called Hape. It's spelled RAPE. So that's tobacco, as a tobacco blend that's blown up your nose.
Hmm.
And I purged 15 times. Like, and I mean, we're not talking food poisoning purging. It's deeper than that. And it helped me move through so many different layers and levels of the pain that I had withstood.
Hmm.
I mean, when you read my story and you're like molestation too and rape, like who would sign up for that? A
Hmm.
warrior. That's where the fighter within comes. And we all have that fighter within. All of us do. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't sign up for this craziness.
I'm a punk. I'm not signing up for none of that.
And
Again,
then
I
ayahuasca as well.
and
Yeah.
yeah, okay, and ayahuasca, I have a friend that's taken it like 4 times, and I'm like, okay. And they say each time the trip is different, it's a different experience, and again, it helps
Very.
her reach clarity. So before we conclude,
Well,
Nancy, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
and then this, can you see this?
Yes, I can.
So these are the soaps that I teach people how to make.
Oh,
All
wow. They're
different kinds.
beautiful.
All the these ones are not the ones that you would learn in the first class. These are the ones that you may learn in the advanced, right? So these are the roses from the celebration of life
Okay.
that I attended that was my ex-husband's. So I've made these for special people that were there.
Mm.
So, because what do we do with all those, what do we do with those flowers from the celebration of the funeral? What do you do with those?
Why
This
would you?
turns them into
But why
something
would you
that's a
do?
keepsake
Where I'm confused is why would you do anything?
because I love my children and they lost their daddy.
Okay, that's
I'm
fair.
not the only one that lost. My children lost their father.
That's good.
And
And
I love making soaps. And I love making soaps. So I was able to incorporate the two together.
well, you know what? Maybe we'll have an online class with you. How about that on how to make
We
soaps?
will.
That would be
Yeah,
fun. That would be a
it
lot of
is fun.
fun.
They
I look
smell
at that.
so good.
I
So
bet.
good.
I bet. Use pure essential oils and things like shea butter and
Yep.
cocoa
Yep.
butter.
These ones have got avocado. These ones have avocado butter in them as well, which is really nice one.
Oh,
They've got botanicals and essential oils. It's fun.
good.
We need to have more fun.
Absolutely. So let me ask you some fun questions. Great segue. If I was to come there to visit you, where would you take me?
If you came to Edmonton, oh gosh, I would take you down into the river valley. It is so beautiful down there. There
Mm.
are so many trails. On the way, we would stop and get ourselves a really nice cup of, I don't know, green
You gotta
tea,
take me to
matcha,
no,
coffee,
you gotta
whatever.
take me to Tim Hortons, baby. That's I know it's
Oh, that's
commercial.
right. You don't get Tim
You
Hortons.
know I love me some
That's
Horty
right.
Tims. And then have a little nip in the car
That's
though.
right.
Okay. I want a little Bailey's, a little brandy, and
Absolutely.
fix up that hot
Well,
chocolate.
and it's about everybody is so different. So there isn't one way that a person enjoys life. That's why you've got to identify what it is you want more of,
Right.
as well as identify what the problem or situation is,
And
right? We're
extract
all
yourself
so
from that.
different. Well, and sometimes it's just like a rest. If you, depending upon how far you flew, maybe you just need a comfortable place to lay down and have a nap. We don't
Absolutely.
allow ourselves to nap,
No. Oh, I
right? We
shoot.
don't, oh, no, no, go, 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 go.
No, no, no.
No,
I'm a
have a nap,
napper.
honey.
I'm a napper. I tell
Good.
people that, and that's funny. When I was in elementary school and kindergarten, snack, I go grab the mat. I was the first one down for a nap. And to this day, I call them napatinis.
Yes, yes, me too. And especially when we're not feeling at our
Right.
ultimate,
Absolutely. It's the
right?
time
At
to
our ultimate.
reset. Sleep is the best thing that you could do.
Yes.
So, Nancy, if you were an appliance in the kitchen, what appliance would you be?
Oh, a juicer.
A juicer.
A
Okay.
juicer.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because juicing is fun and it gets the essentials out of you. It
It
helps you dig
does.
down to what really matters.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Okay. A juicer. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. I've never been a juicer. I would probably be the whisk because I like to make it light
Ah,
and
there we go.
fluffy. And it's all right if you beat it.
Mix it up a bit.
It's okay. It's all right. If you were a tool in the toolbox, what tool would you be?
Tape.
Tape? What kind of tape?
Tape.
Just regular tape?
Electrical. Electrical tape.
Electrical?
It's
Okay.
stronger.
I'd be this.
That goes with everything.
I'd be the duct tape.
Ah,
Yeah, you can
there
make
we
anything
go.
out of a duct tape. What would you tell a woman that's in the
Absolutely.
thralls of it and you're looking for your ideal client? What would you tell that person when they approach you to
I would tell them that we're going to talk about their emotional potato salad. So you're born emotional potato salad. You are born with potato, eggs, salt, pepper, mayo. And then life brings you things that you put in your salad. You choose dill pickles, maybe. You choose celery, maybe. And
you
then
just told my
life brings you
recipe?
things. Well, and then sometimes life brings you things that you don't want. Someone dumped ketchup in your potato salad.
Right.
Let's look at that. Let's look at what your life is now and let's envision what future you would do. Sometimes we don't even know what our values are. Sometimes we don't even know what our tolerations are or our boundaries. It's new concepts. I would tell them that it's going to take a little bit of time. It's not going to happen overnight, right? Like you need to commit. You need to,
And
right?
be
When you make a
gentle,
friendship, you expect it to be like one time.
and
No.
be gentle with yourself.
Yes,
Allow yourself, give yourself some grace because people don't give themselves grace. Um, a
absolutely.
little bit about the writing process, really quickly. What was one of the biggest challenges that you found?
Oh my gosh, one of the biggest challenges for me was breaking it down into a moment of my life instead of rambling on about everything. So, for example, I could write about how Emily loved to tease me that I was taking life too seriously.
Mm,
And after her bath, she would lay down on the floor and scoot along with the towel, saying moppity mop, boppity bop.
mm,
Just those fun little memories. Let's work through. I remember.
right. And thank
I
God for memories. Could you
yes,
imagine life if we didn't have any, recall,
that would
rewind?
be awful. That would
So
be
tell my
awful.
brains how to get a copy of the book, how to follow you, how to work with you there in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where it is
Yeah,
cold in the winter, brains.
it is cold in the winter. So the memoir is available. Choose Joy: A Survivor's Guide for Hope is available on Amazon. The audiobook will be up on both the Amazon site as well as Spotify books. And then there is my website, www. So it's exponentialjoy.com. And if you Google Nancy Nance, you'll find me.
You will find her, brains. I'm telling you, she is
I'm
a
out there.
powerhouse. Yeah, she's out
Yeah,
there and she's clear now. She has come up out of the fog.
absolutely.
Everybody does it at their own pace. So don't feel like, again, this is a race that you have to run. You're still going to fall back. You're still going to have those memories. You're still going to have that emotional attachment. You're still going to be tethering back and forth, but at least you know how to deal with it, you know?
Yeah. We
Yeah,
all we all need a companion along the way. We need more than just depending upon friends and family, will get you so far.
right.
If you want to have the best life possible, you need more than that. You have to choose more.
Well, maybe you
Yeah.
get some eye drops or something up your nose or drink it.
Not with me. I will help you find that person though.
Exactly, but that is a lot,
Yeah.
and I am so glad that you have come out victorious on the other side, that you have found your wisdom and you have gained your crown of glory. Brains, I need you to go in and love, like, share, and subscribe right here on the edge. Love, like, share, and subscribe. Reach out. I'm going to put all Nancy's information in the back. Look forward to her upcoming release in October. When the book is released, we'll definitely gonna have that promoted there here on the edge. If you listen to her audiobook, you are just going to be so pleased. Her voice inflection, the way that she has her peaks and valleys, the way that she communicates to you is so real and authentic. And I don't like to really use that word authentic because people are not authentic, but Nancy is the real deal. Thank you so much for being here on the edge with me. I appreciate you. You're the best.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Bye, brains.
Bye.